For a family MPV priced around $35,000, is the base model Toyota Sienna worth considering? And what are its pros and cons? Today we're going to take a look at the real vehicle. The car is 5160mm long with a 3060mm wheelbase. And as the base trim, the biggest feature of this comfort version is that the interior is relatively simple. The seats are pure fabric, and of course the second row does not include leg rests. The upper, middle, and lower sections of the dashboard are all hard plastic with no soft touch materials at all. And even the second row door panels are entirely hard plastic. When you open the door and sit inside, the first impression is that it feels very big and very empty. At the same price, if you've just looked at the Buick GL8 Luxiang, the Trumpchi M8, or the Denza D9, then getting into this car might be a little hard to accept at first. Of course, these shortcomings are very obvious, but at the same time, its strengths are also very prominent, and that is its powertrain. It uses a non-plug-in hybrid system made up of a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine, producing 189 horsepower paired with a 134 kilodaughter drive motor, with a tested 0-60 mph acceleration time of about 9.5 seconds. Most importantly, real owner feedback shows an average combined fuel economy of only around 37 mpg. At the same time, handling is also one of its major advantages among MPVs. Even though it's over 5 meters long, has a wheelbase over 3 meters, and is nearly 2 meters wide, it absolutely does not feel bulky to drive like a traditional MPV. The electric motor assistance makes throttle response feel very quick and responsive, and with its front McPherson and rear double wishbone suspension setup, it feels soft without being floaty. At the same time, the turning radius is especially small, so although it looks large and bulky, it actually moves with surprising agility. Since this is the base trim, next let's take a look at whether the interior and exterior features are sufficient. The front uses LED headlights with daytime running lights and automatic headlight functionality. On the side, it rides on 18-inch wheels, while higher trims get 19-inch wheels. The front doors do not have keyless entry, but dual power sliding doors are standard. However, at the rear, this version does not come with a power tailgate. At the same time, thanks to the nearly 17-foot body length and the hollowed-out rear floor design, the Sienna still offers more than 50 liters of cargo capacity, even with all 3 rows occupied. However, possibly in order to make the third row fold more effectively, both the seat cushions and backrests in the third row are very thin, and there is basically no ergonomic shaping. Sitting there feels very unnatural and uncomfortable, and for adults, the third row cannot really be described as average comfort anymore. It genuinely feels somewhat uncomfortable. So, if the simple interior can still be upgraded later through aftermarket modifications, then the relatively poor third row comfort may become a key deciding factor in whether you choose this vehicle. Next, let's step inside and take a look at the interior. You can also use the search function on Dongchee's homepage to view more information about the Toyota Sienna. Opening the door and entering the cabin, the steering wheel also uses a soft plastic material with a relatively rough texture, although it does come standard with basic level 2 driver assistance. The instrument cluster is also a very traditional mechanical setup. The 10.25-inch center screen does not support internet connectivity or built-in navigation, but when starting up, it prominently displays the words Smart Cockpit, which is kind of funny. However, smartphone connectivity such as Apple CarPlay and Huawei HiCar is fully included, and it also has a backup camera. In addition, the front row has an abundance of both open and covered cup holders and storage compartments, and underneath the center console you can even fit 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. The front row is also equipped with plenty of charging ports. Moving to the second row, before getting in, the third row has already been folded away, so you can see that the second row can slide backward by a very large distance. In terms of functionality, the second row includes manual sunshades and independent climate controls, and overhead there are adjustable reading lights, although the lighting has a bluish tint that doesn't seem very comfortable for the eyes. So in summary, this version is a vehicle with very obvious strengths and weaknesses. Its advantages are fuel economy, handling, and spaciousness, while its disadvantages are simple materials, low equipment levels, poor interior quality, and average third-row comfort. So it is more suitable for practical family buyers who do not have especially high expectations for technology or luxury features.